There are students here tonight by choice and/or by request. Do you think they should consider foreign service?
I sure do, and I'm sorry people are here under request. I understand the nature of the request. The foreign service is about, although now I think many people argue that the American diplomacy is in decline, in the sense that the appropriations for our Defense Department are just so gigantic that the appropriations for the State Department are not very great, or for USAID. And it's difficult for the Foreign Service and American diplomats to do their job, actually, because they haven't got the resources to do it. And a lot of things that normally would be done by a diplomatic service are now being done by the Pentagon. And the Pentagon doesn't like that too much. Secretary Gates has repeatedly spoken about the need for more appropriations for civilians in international affairs, although he doesn't go so far as to say take it away from defense and give it to the state. But I think that really is going to be important. However, even with that situation, the Foreign Service is a marvelous career. It's a career in which you serve your country. It's a career in which you learn other cultures and other peoples. It's a career in which you feel that you are doing things that are right. I think to say that you're working for peace is what many people feel, although others critics of the United States would say the United States foreign policy is not really a peaceful policy, is it? When we've started wars in many locations around the world. But that's a kind of a philosophical issue that is not important. Anyway, let me just finish by saying, and thank you for the question, President Welch, that taking the Foreign Service examination is not hard to do. It's maybe a hard exam, but it's not difficult to do. You just you can sign up and go to a post office. You go to any federal state. You go on the internet under state.gov and look up the Foreign Service as a career and how you apply for the Foreign Service, how you take the examinations. You must submit essays, and you must submit your records. You must submit a story of why you want to do it and why you think you're qualified to do it. But you lose nothing. It doesn't cost anything. And you also find out how competitive you are. You know, I have 4 sons, and 3 of them took the exam, and 2 of them failed it. 1 passed. Actually, two passed it, and then one failed the medical exam that comes after the written exam. The other was in the Foreign Service for 10 years, and then went on to work in the Justice Department as a lawyer. But you could take the examination several times, and when you take it, you find out, how well informed you are. You find out how you compete. Well, there are people who are interested in a career in diplomacy, and it's a really, you meet a lot of very fine people, you meet a lot of interesting, competent people, and you work for your country. I recommend it. I think it's a great kind of a career, and I urge you to look into doing it. It's dangerous now. We have almost 1,000. We only have about 4,500 or so Foreign Service officers. That's not a big group. There are more members of military bands, actually in each service, the Navy, Army, Air Force, than there are diplomats in our country. We've had, I might also mention that more ambassadors have been assassinated since the Second World War, have been lost in line of duty than have admirals or generals. I mean, it's not a safe thing. We have I think it's about 900 now of our officers are in non-accompaniment posts in Afghanistan or in Iraq or in Pakistan, very dangerous places, and they may not bring their families with them. So they stay for a year, then they come out on vacation. And so it's tough, but boy, it's worthwhile.